Before Lagos became the restless giant we know today, before the bridges slit the skyline and traffic filled its veins, there was one man whose dream imagined it all. His name was Herbert Macaulay, the forgotten father of modern Lagos. Yet, his story is more than politics. It is the story of rebellion, courage, and a mind that refused to bow to empire. This is the Untold Nigeria. Herbert Macaulay was born in 1864 into a family of trailblazers. His grandfather was Bishop Samuel Ajayi Crowther, the first African Anglican bishop, a symbol of African intellect during colonial times. His father, Thomas Babatunde Macaulay, founded the CMS Grammar School in Lagos, the first secondary school in West Africa. Growing up in this household, young Herbert was surrounded by books, faith, and purpose. He learned that greatness was not given, it was built. In 1890, the colonial government awarded him a scholarship to study civil engineering in England. There, he witnessed trains cutting through hills and bridges spanning mighty rivers. He believed Nigeria could achieve the same. But when he returned in 1893, he found a different reality. Lagos was under tight British control. Land ownership was restricted, taxation was unfair, and Africans were kept away from key government roles. The empire that had sent him to learn now refused to let him lead. Macaulay joined the colonial service as a surveyor, a respected post, but his independent spirit clashed with the rigid hierarchy. He questioned decisions, spoke up for Africans, and refused to act as a silent tool of the empire. In 1898, he resigned, choosing truth over comfort. He exposed land scams and corrupt colonial policies through letters to newspapers. The British called him a dangerous agitator. To Nigerians, he became a voice, a stubborn, fearless defender of their rights. In 1908, Macaulay was accused of mismanaging estate funds, charges many historians believe were politically motivated. He was sentenced to prison, yet behind bars, he refused to break. He read, wrote, and planned. When released, he emerged sharper, ready to challenge the colonial system with words instead of weapons. He began publishing fiery essays that questioned British motives and defended native kings like Eleko of Eko, a very move that earned him another jail term, but his courage inspired his city to wake up. In 1923, Herbert Macaulay made history. He founded the Nigerian National Democratic Party, the first political party in Nigeria. For the first time, Nigerians had a platform to contest elections, debate laws, and demand representation. His slogan was simple but powerful: self-government and progress for Nigerians. The NNDP dominated Lagos politics for nearly a decade, laying the foundation for the Nationalist movement that would later bring independence. Macaulay mentored young leaders, men like Nnamdi Azikiwe and Obafemi Awolowo would later call him an inspiration. He believed knowledge was power and unity was Nigeria's only hope. In 1944, he co-founded the National Council of Nigeria and the Cameroons (NCNC), a movement that would eventually lead the country to freedom. But just 2 years later, in 1946, Herbert Macaulay passed away while on a political tour in Kano. Lagos mourned for days. They said the city itself stood still. Today, a statue stands in Iyaba, his face on the old ₦1 note and his name written across bridges, schools and hearts. Herbert Macaulay, engineer, activist, nationalist, proved that greatness is not measured by titles but impact. So the next time you walk the street of Lagos, listen closely. In the hum of the city, you might just hear the voice of the man who built it. This is the Untold Nigeria.